I met James Vickers when we were both about 12. We were next door neighbors, and I had been out in the backyard playing soccer by myself, kicking the ball against the fence. It was at this point I met James. It took me a little while to notice his spectated face peering down at me from the bedroom window. When I spotted him, I waved. He waved back and opened his window to talk to me. We spoke about lots of things: interests, favorite food, favorite video games, all sorts of things. I asked James if he would like to come to my house and play soccer with me. He politely declined and told me that he suffered terribly from asthma, among other illnesses, and that his parents absolutely refused to let him out of the house, or let anyone in. He instead asked me if I had a Facebook account, and said he would add me on that. I checked Facebook later that night, accepted James's friend request, and we got to chatting. And from that day, that's pretty much how our friendship went. I would head off to school in the morning, finish up, come home, and go straight to Facebook and speak with James. That's the way it was for about 5 years. Unfortunately, though, James' illness got the better of him one day, and he grew very sick. The inevitable happened, though. I hadn't spoke to James on Facebook for a few days. I had spent some time in the back garden, too, waiting for him to open the window and let me know that he was fine. He never did. Instead, his father came to my house one evening and presented us with a small invite to a funeral. He told us about how much you both had in common. His father told me, "You were his only friend, as far as we know." The funeral was very touching. I did my best to hold back my tears, but completely lost it when Fields of Gold by Sting was played as they took James's casket away. After the funeral, in his honor, still dressed in my suit, I had a bit of kick around with the same soccer ball I had when I first met James, and had a beer in the back garden. It felt weird knowing that the room he used to speak to me from was now empty and unoccupied. As sad as I felt, I knew he was in a better place. A place where his afflictions would no longer bother him. His death had come so sudden, though. The funeral just hadn't done it for me. Perhaps I needed some kind of closure, just to let me know that James was truly gone, and he wasn't coming back. So that night, I logged into Facebook once more, opened up a chat box to James's account and typed, "Hello, James." At this point, I realized how silly I was being, and promptly deleted the message before settling down in bed. I left the computer on, just in case any of my other friends sent me any messages. Something then happened that sent a chill up my spine. The only light in the room was being emitted from the computer screen, and as I peered across the room at James's still open chat box, I saw the words, "James is typing." I hope you enjoyed that creepypasta. It was more like a feels pasta, you think? It's really touching, and I figured it's a nice switch from the super creepy creepypastas that are out there, and I really liked it. I thought it was a really sweet story. And I also apologize that it was so short. This weekend has been pretty nutso for me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There might not be a video on Wednesday because my sister is going in for surgery to get her gallbladder removed. So I'm going to do everything I can to be with her then, because, she lives 3 hours away and I have work, and I'm going to try to set everything up so I can go. So if either the video's late on Wednesday, or if there is no video on Wednesday, which is, get my gaming videos, that will be why. And hopefully there will be a video on Friday. There should be, but, surgery, you never know what happens, and, you never know what can happen. So don't get worried if I miss, a video or two, because that would be the reason why. But thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, the next video will be on the top left. The last video will be on the bottom left. All my social medias will be on the screen and also in the description below. And remember, there's always someone or something watching you.